Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel for Pacific Coast Auto. My name is Derek Weldon and we're looking today at a 1992 Toyota Celcior with a 4-liter V8. Now a lot of people recognize this car as the Lexus LS 400, but here in Japan the car was called a Celcior and it was sold as a Toyota. Now condition wise, compared to a Lexus, there isn't really much differences. I've highlighted one of the differences, which I believe is the integrated fog lights into the headlights. See if you can see those. And other than that, I think it's just the different colors in the paint that was available. I don't know about this brown color, whether it was available outside of Japan, but this is my first time seeing it, and I love it. I love brown cars, and I especially love two-tone brown cars. And it's not much of a two-tone, it's like very subtle. You can see it's a little bit darker in the bottom trim, which is plastic and protects your doors. Anyways, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. Now, this was bought from a dealer, or dealership, a used car dealer here in Japan, and that's possible through us. A lot of people don't realize that that is the case because we deal primarily through dealer auctions, but you can buy from a dealer if you find a car. If you are interested in looking at dealers, we can give you some links to some listings for the dealers. At a dealership, you'll generally pay a higher price, but the vehicles should be cleaned up, exterior cleaned, interior cleaned, engine checked over, that sort of thing. And so less risk but higher prices, and so to each their own. Some people prefer that. And dealers might be a good place to find cars that you otherwise don't want to wait around for at auction, or sometimes a car just surprises you. It's like, surprise, here's an awesome car, and then you get that feeling like, I gotta buy that car. That one. Yep. That's exactly what happened with that car for me. Okay, so it's a 1UZFE 4-liter V8. It's an excellent engine, very extremely reliable. It is Matt Fair's million-mile Lexus, basically. And so, dependable car for the grandfather in your life. Or you can just buy it and you can get all the benefits of being a grandfather without being the age of one, which could be a very good thing. And so this one has 60,000 kilometers. I'm recording the floor here because there's a lady walking by. Okay, 60,000 kilometers from new, 1992. That makes it very low mileage per year, or very low kilometerage. I don't even know why we say mileage for kilometers, but there it is. Taillights are nice and clean. All around the badges is nice and clean. I love that when you get this. See, no black substance between the letters. And that's a big problem here in Japan, where we get dirty black garbage tar rain. I don't know why, but in the 80s we were always talking about acid rain in America and Canada. And in Japan it's just filthy rain because they burn all the garbage here. And it destroys paint in cars. Or doesn't destroy. It becomes difficult to take off, but you can take it off. But this one, I'm pretty sure it was parked indoors. Either that or the dealer polished it up really nice before selling it, because it's nice and shiny and it's the perfect level of shininess for brown paint. There are some scratches on the body, but not very many. Bumpers on Celsiors tend to get scratched because old people don't know their clearances and they their front bumper. I'm being ageist, I'm sorry. I really shouldn't say that. People who are bad at driving, who also drive Celciors, and it's a car that's commonly owned by older people here in Japan because older people tend to own their cars for longer. I don't know. I sound like I'm digging myself a hole. Anyways, the small scratches we have are right here, and there's one more, I believe it's on the other side, but it's basically the same size as those, and so really not a problem. I love the look of the 15-inch wheels on there with super sidewall, together with the air suspension. That's going to give you a really nice, comfortable ride. And just the feeling and the quality of the Celcior is so good, it makes me want to have one. These are super underrated cars. This was Lexus's first car, basically, and it's the car that they knew they had to get right, and so they did an awful lot of research. Strangely enough, they decided on Mercedes-Benz copy seats. And it's something that Mercedes-Benz has since stopped doing. But if you take a look at a Mercedes-Benz from the late 80s or early 90s, they have seats that, I'm not talking about the looks, but the spring of them. They spring down at the front, but then they're stiff throughout. It's a comfortable seat for driving a long time, but it feels weird getting in and out of it because seats aren't made that way anymore. And so, yeah. Oh, here's a fun thing. We always check, or at least we always try to remember to check, who the driver was by checking the memory seats. Okay, the driver was somebody who doesn't understand memory seats because they aren't set. But the power seats down here, they do work properly. They're super multi-way, I think 8-way plus lumbar support, so that's cool. Power steering is good, shifting is good, smell inside the vehicle is good. It's good, all around is good. I love this. Look, there are 2 layers. Look at these things over here and then compare them to the numbers. See? They're 1 layer behind and it looks really cool. Okay, AC is nice and good. Aftermarket Navi unit has been put in. One small problem here, the lights don't light up for your fan speed. So you just have to remember which one that you're on. The AC does work, and lights also here for these ones. Strange. Looks like it has not been, that was aggressive. You want a cigarette? Go! Or you want to charge your iPhone. But back when this phone came out, there was no such thing as an iPhone. In fact, 1992, phones used to be huge. Bigger than that. That's weird. Bigger than this, actually. We used to carry them around with like a shopping bag and just, I'm gonna talk on my phone now. Okay, pop the trunk because it's good to look at. Before I do that, oh, wood panels. Nice. I'm going to show you the back seat. The suspension is height adjustable from stock, which is cool. Right now it's in the normal height, and then you can choose to go higher if you want. Strangely, you can't choose to go lower, but there are aftermarket suspension kits where you can install them and you don't have to do anything to the suspension, and then you can just program it to slam way down, and it does go way down. This is cool because there are cup holders and wooden panel inside. And that's real wood. Okay, here you have an air purifier plus vents for the back. Here's how 90s JDM the car looks. And over to the trunk. Trunk in this is big enough for lots of things. This one came with the original stereo unit in there if you want to use it, plus a CD magazine. You can have that shipped to you, but you can't ship inside the car. When you ship internationally, they don't allow spare parts inside the cars. When you ship container, you can. So if you want to ship container, yes, but 1 car by container will cost you well more than the cost of roll on roll off for 1 car plus shipping of those parts. And so it wouldn't be worth it unless you're buying lots of cars. Okay, so that's basically it for this one. The video's a little bit shorter than they usually are because there was no auction sheet to go over, but it's a great car. Looks like very good inside out, and I like these Celciors very much. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and see you guys later.